Hello students, welcome to yet another math class for standard 4. This is going to be an interesting class, so please pay attention. We continue with lesson 9, word problems, addition and subtraction. We have already watched a video on addition word problems. Today we're going to watch a video on the subtraction part of it. Important points to remember. You have to ask yourselves three questions when you're solving word problems. Number one, what is the information that is already given in the question? Number two, what information is asked in the question? And number three, which method should be used to solve this particular problem? Now, once again, I already told you, since we are only doing subtraction now, the method is going to be subtraction. But later on, the sums will be all mixed up. So you could get addition sums, subtraction sums. That's when you're going to sit down and ask yourself which method should you use to solve the particular sum. While doing subtraction sums, while solving subtraction sums, we have to remember the numbers are written in descending order from top to bottom. Okay, so that means the biggest number will be on top and the smallest numbers below it. Now, it does not matter where the bigger number is in the word problem. It may be towards the end of this first statement. It may be in the beginning. But when you're solving the sum, remember, you take that part first. I'm going to give you an example a little later. Also, second point to remember is that when we borrow 1 from the left, but we bring 10 to the present column. We have already done this while solving subtraction sums. So remember, we borrow 1 from the left, but we bring 10 to the present column. Let's take some examples. The sum of two numbers is 31,426. That means the total is given now. 31,426 is the total. Now, of the two numbers, one of the numbers is 17,548. How do we know which is the other number? Okay, like I told you just now, write the bigger number on top and the smaller number below it. So let's try and solve this sum now. What information is given? We have already given that the sum of the two numbers is 31,426. What is the other information that they have given you? They have told you that one of the numbers is 17,548. Now I'll stop here for a moment. I'm going to ask you a question. Think about it and answer. Supposing I have got 10 rupees, okay, and I know that I have utilized 7 rupees. So it's simple. I'll take 10 minus 7, I'll get 3. So whatever total I have, minus from there what is already given, and you'll get your answer. So now let's put our subtraction sign. Let's figure out what the answer is. Okay, now what you do is you keep 6 fingers in front of you. Now you try to close down 8 fingers. It's not possible. So what we will do is we'll come to the tens place and we'll take out 1 from the 2 that is there. So 2 minus 1 will be 1, and we'll borrow 10 to the present column. That means our 6 will now become 10 plus 6, 16. Now it's very easy. Keep 8 in your head and count from 8 to 16. 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You will get 8. Okay, now let's come to the tens column. Show me one finger. Now take out 4. Not possible again. So we'll borrow 1 from the hundreds place. So 4 will now become 3, and 1 will now become 10 plus 1, that is 11. So 11, now you count from 4 to 11, or you minus 11 minus 4. Okay, so 11 take away 4 is 7. Now let's come to the hundreds column. We cannot take away 5 from 3, so we'll borrow from the thousands column. 1 will now become 0, and 3 will be 3 plus 10, so that will now become 13. Now we can take away 5 from 13. Yes, we can. So that will be 8. If you count in your head, keep 5 in your head and count after 5 right up to 13. You should get 8. Now show me nothing. Keep your fingers closed, keep your fist tight. But you have to take out 7 from there. Once again, not possible. So we'll borrow it from the 10,000s place now. 3 will now become 2, and 0 will be 0 plus 10. That is, now it is going to become 10 only. 10 take away 7. That is 3. And now come to the 10,000s place. 2 take away 1 is 1. So that means if one of the numbers was 17,548, the other number is 13,878. Let's take another example. There are 586 Hindi books and 1,473 Marathi books in a school library. Which language has more books than the other, and how many more are there? So there are two sets of books. One is in Hindi, one is in Marathi. Now remember what I told you when I started this video, that do not look at where the bigger number is come. Now here the bigger number is come second, but still when we are solving it, we will write it first, because you only if you have something can you take away something from it. Okay, so let's go around solving it now. Answer. What information is given? They have given us the number of Marathi books. We are writing Marathi books because Marathi books has got a higher number there. That's 1,473. And they have said that there are 586 Hindi books. So number of Hindi books, 586. They want to know how many, which has got a bigger number and what is the difference. So that means we are going to, obviously it's going to be Marathi because Marathi, but they want to know how many more are there than the Hindi. So let's see, now we'll put our subtraction sign and go around solving it. Now I cannot take away 6 from 3, so I will have to borrow it from the tens place. 7 is now going to become 6, and I'll carry over 10 to the units place. 10 plus 3 is now 13. Now from 13 I can take away 6. Yes, 6 to 13 is 7. I cannot take away 8 from 6, so I'll borrow from the hundreds place. Now 4 will become 3, and 6 will become, since I'm borrowing 1, I told you we always carry over, we always bring forward 10 to the present column. So it will be 6 plus 10, that is 16. Now you count from 8 to 16, the answer is 8. Come to the hundreds column. I have got 3, I have to take out 5. Not possible. So I'll borrow from the thousands place. So 1 will now become 0, and 10 plus 3 is now 13. And now if I count from 5 to 13, or 13 minus 5, the answer is 8. 0 minus nothing is 0. So that means the number of Marathi books is much more. There are 887 Marathi books than there are Hindi books. Okay. Now this is going to be a little difficult because there's a lot of cancellation involved. But if you follow a step-by-step procedure of how to go about it, you will not have any problems. Go through these videos twice or thrice. Understand how it is solved. Then copy these sums in your notebook. I I have given you a worksheet with 5 sums. I want you to solve those 5 sums with the help of this video. All the best, stay safe, and have a nice day. Thank you.